This is Sandy with QualityStocks. Today is Wednesday, July 21st, 2010. And today we're going to be taking a look at Uranium Energy Corp. This is an AMEX stock trading under the ticker UEC. First and foremost, we see it's in a bit of a downtrend. We'll come back and take a look at the candles in a moment. We're looking for signs of reversals here at this point. Take a look at the MACD. Near a bottom point, now trying to make a little bit of a higher, with a little bit of divergence with the trending back towards zero. The PPO kind of resembling the MACD again. We're looking for a little bit of a pinch, nothing too significant there. What we're looking for at this point then is the ADX. When you got the negative DI up high and the positive DI down low, that's where you're looking for reversals. It's classic pincher setup when we're not getting a real tight pinch combined with the PPO at this point. But we still are in a what they call a trading pattern right here. But we're heading back up now into a trend. So what we want to see is this positive DI start moving north and the negative DI start coming south, and look for some crosses here over the next several days and see if we can get this trending up, getting some strength to it. The MFI kind of gives a classic example of those that follow our charts of a great deal of separation, not wanting to stay. It's come back down, and now the MFIs are all starting to move in a little bit closer manner. You want to see them closer together so that they all pull each other and they move to the north side. You want to see that break of 50 of the longer term, which is where we're getting. It's getting closer. The 14 is about ready to break through it. The 21 still at 34, but moving north now, so we want to see that curl continue. The accumulation distribution actually is pretty emblematic of the downtrend, almost following it to the same angle. So we're going to look for that to turn. You can see if we put a line through there that it's slightly making a higher low now. So the slightest uptrend is trying to start off of this. This is about a month ago. So we're going to look for this to continue and try and break some downtrend lines along with the candles. Not getting much from the Chaikin money flow other than the spike that it got from yesterday. You can see that there was some buying pressure that came in on a nice candle yesterday. That's a piercing line, a very strong reversal pattern, reversal candle. We're looking for confirmation. CCI holding above negative 100. That's a good sign. Didn't want to dip back down into oversold. You can see kind of long term it's been trending back up. So we're going to look for that to hold and look for this break of 50. But holding above negative 100 is an important point for UEC. We want to see that continue. Kind of the same thing with the full still. These indicators are giving a pretty good indication that it's found a bottom again. And now everything's starting to get just the slightest uptrend to it. So we're looking for this to be a possible reversal point. Same way with the tricks. We're starting to get a hint of a turn again. A pretty solid downtrend. But if we get the turn through here, somewhere, maybe in this area, we'll see the tricks also creating a new little uptrend to it. So these are the things that we're looking for with possible reversals in UEC. The RSIs are in a great position right here, all three of them together. Again, we'll look for that break of 50 and get this into bull chart territory to be a little bit stronger of a reversal. This candle is a piercing line, as I just mentioned. That's a very strong reversal pattern. We're looking for confirmation of that today. We'll want to see another green candle with it closing higher than the 228 that it closed today. We're going to look for that to be a confirmed reversal. What was strong about UEC was this support level right here. 213 was a bottom, just a slightly higher, maybe 215, kind of held 216, came back down and dipped again, but held that basic support level. You can see back here, it did it around 240. It broke through it, and now it's developed a new support level, so we're going to look for that to hold and this to continue, and that'll be another indication of this has found a true bottom. So we'll have tested it twice and pulled back up, so we're going to look for that to continue. From a resistance level, look for that 240 area once again to be a resistance level. 239. See, when it moved back up these days, it kind of tried to hold it again and then slipped back through. It'll be a good point for it to test again to see if it can make it back through there. Again, there's the 20-day moving average sitting right in that area at 241. Of course, it's dynamic. It's going to probably dip down a little bit more today, even if this does climb up. So we're going to see that as a resistance level again. So look for 240 for a break of that. We'll see if we can get this. The volleys are still really spread out, so we're looking to see if we can get this move back above the 20-day and trading on the upper side of the Bollinger Band. The 50-day sits up here around 260. That's going to be another source of resistance, and it kind of coincides with the PPS again. You see back here it was a support level. Right in through this area, this 263 you see marked. This general area was a support level and then a resistance level. So we're going to look for that to be another resistance level. What's important for it right now is to get through 240 and get to the upside and then test that. If it wants to dip back down, let's look for it to hold 240 again and continue to make higher lows. But this candle right here could be very, like I say, very important. This is a strong, relatively reliable reversal pattern. I like piercing lines, so we're going to look for that to be confirmed and let this continue to move. Also significant in this is a breakout of this channel. You can see on the downside it's got one that comes way down there. So we're not going to even want to see it have it test the bottom side of that. On the upside, the channel doesn't come back into play until, even if we bring it right down to there, that's a pretty good touching 4 points. We're looking for that up around 280. In the long term, we're going to want to see that channel break. That's still pretty significant gains from where it is now. We're going to look for that to break, maybe a month down the road, unless there's some kind of strong news or something that can drive it real fast. But on an overall perspective of a reversal and a true uptrend to begin, we're going to look for that trend line to get tested when that comes. So we'll come back and revisit this and look at that line again later on and see how it's doing. Right now, let's look for confirmation. Let's look for the resistance to fall. If it wants to dip back down, let's see it hold this 210 area and continue once again to try and make a move north. This is Andy with QualityStocks taking a look at uranium energy.